5 Fun and Scary Halloween Facts. The holiday dates back more than 2,000 years. Halloween is even older than Christianity itself. It all started as a pre-Christian Celtic festival called Samhain, which means summer's end. Held around the 1st of November, the feast recognized the final day of the fall harvest and spirits crossing over, since they believed the veil between the living and spirit world were thinnest at that time. People in Ireland, the United Kingdom and northern France used to ward off ghosts by lighting sacrificial bonfires, and, you guessed it, wearing costumes, according to History.com. Number 2. Trick-or-treating has existed since medieval times. Back then, it was known as guising in Scotland and Ireland. Young people dressed up in costumes and went door to door looking for food or money in exchange for songs, poems or other tricks they performed. Today, the tradition has morphed into children getting dressed up and asking for candy. Hardly anyone performs for their candy these days, a simple thank you will do. Number 3. Some Halloween rituals used to involve finding a husband. During the 18th century, single ladies devised Halloween traditions that were supposed to help them find a romantic match. According to History.com, women would throw apple peels over their shoulder, hoping to see their future husband's initials in the pattern when they landed. When they bobbed for apples at parties, it was said the winner would marry first. Most spookily, they even used to stand in a dark room, holding a candle in front of a mirror to look for their future husband's face to appear in the glass. Number 4. Now Halloween is the second largest commercial holiday in the country. It ranks second after only Christmas. Consumers spent approximately $9 billion on Halloween in 2019, according to the National Retail Federation. Spending was down a bit in 2020 because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but Americans still forked over $8 billion overall, or an average of $92 per person. Number 5. There's also traditional Halloween bread in Ireland. It's called barmbrack or just brag. The sweet loaf typically contains dark and golden raisins, as well as a small hidden toy or ring. Similar to the classic king cake at Mardi Gras, tradition dictates that the person who finds the item will come into good fortune in the coming year. Number 6. Disney almost made Hocus Pocus a completely different movie. Everyone's Halloween fave nearly didn't become the icon it is today. The original title, Disney's Halloween House, also went along with a much darker and scarier script, according to IMDb. Not only that, but Leonardo DiCaprio was courted to play teenage heartthrob Max Dennison, but he turned it down to appear in What's Eating Gilbert Grape instead. Number 7. Illinois produces up to 5 times more pumpkins than any other state. If you're in the market for a truly destination-worthy pumpkin patch, look to the Heartland. The land of Lincoln has more than 15,000 acres devoted to gourd growing, according to the United States Department of Agriculture. Those Illinois farms typically grow more than 500 million pounds of pumpkins annually. Number 8. Candy corn was originally called chicken feed. The Golditz Confectionery Company originally sold the polarizing treat in boxes with a rooster on the front in order to appeal to America's agricultural roots, according to National Geographic. The sugary recipe has gone largely unchanged since the 1880s. Love 'em or hate 'em, you can't argue with candy corn's. Number 9. You can even visit a pumpkin patch in Hawaii. Head to Waimanalo Country Farms in Oahu to pick pumpkins while you're on the islands, whether you live there or need a taste of home on vacation. Looking for squash in Florida? Try the Pick and Patch in Dunellen. It's a watermelon farm the rest of the year, but pivots to pumpkins for seasonal appeal.
Number 10. New York City throws the biggest Halloween parade in the US on an average year. The event draws more than 2 million spectators and includes thousands of participants joining in the route along the way. It all began as the brainchild of Greenwich Village resident and puppeteer Ralph Lee, who just wanted to throw a whimsical walk from house to house for his kids and their pals. When a local theater got wind of it, they joined in and grew the event. It's gotten bigger, more creative and more theatrical ever since.